Guys, welcome to the X channel. We are today looking at Destruction Warlock, my new main for Battle for Azeroth. Destruction is very powerful in Battle for Azeroth. We're actually going to do some dungeons, so you guys can see what it kind of looks like. The reason I chose Destruction is because at first I was going to do Demonology, but it just I didn't like the gameplay of it. Destruction's pretty much the same. There doesn't really many much changes. The talent system has changed a little bit. It tells you your preferred weapon you need to be using. You can use staff, wand, dagger, or sword, whatever you want to use. But yeah, so some of the new talents is counter for regulation deals a 10% increased damage and grants additional charge of backdraft, eradication, which is probably the best one to use. I am in a rest here. What the okay, so yeah, I'll probably go eradication, but then I have soul fire, which burns enemy soul, doing 30,000 for 44 fire damage. Cooldown is reduced by 2 seconds for soul charge spin, so that's kind of cool. Return shop still there. Then they have a current combustion gas bolt consumed with 5 seconds of immolation damage over time effect on your target, instantly dealing that much damage. So I kind of feel like this one's probably going to be the best one because reverse jump drive was a good one, but that's probably going to be your best. I like the haste from the reverse jump tree. Demon skin, burning rush, dark pack hasn't changed. It's basically you take either burning rush or demon skin, and I mean I love demon skin because it just gives me much more survivability in dungeons now. These have become 2 AoE talents, so you got rid of fire disc, so damage has a 20% chance to grant a soul shard fragment. Fire and brimstone, obviously we all know what that is, so that's going to be more of your AoE fights. Not so much cataclysm. Cataclysm's I don't ever like it. You have dark fury, mortal coil, demonic circle, which obviously go dark fury or demonic circle if you're running a dungeon. Roaring blaze, collect fire burns the target for an additional 1,000 fire damage. I think it's probably going to be the best. Grimace Supremacy, they changed it to where when you have an Infernal active, every soul starting spin increases the damage in Chaos Ball by 8%, so you get a chaos, stacking chaos damage. Probably the best one, the second best one. Sacrifice your demon pet power, get the power to do bit ability, so yeah, it's just kind of the same thing. Glass Blooded Tower, show you some new pet. Channel Demon Fire, Dark Soul, and Stability, which is basically like Soul Harvest for Affliction. And then Soul Conduit, which I'm probably going to go Soul Conduit because Demon Fire is good, but the more soul shards you spin, the more soul shards you get back. So it's better to have that to get more damage. But yeah, this is Battle for Azeroth because you can see we're in the harbor right now, waiting for the dungeon queue. I've actually leveled my character to full because I wanted to do a video for you guys, full level, max level. That way you guys can see kind of how it works. Yeah, all of gears changed. I've already switched out pretty much all my legendaries. I haven't got rid of my Norganic trinket yet, which sad day. I'm already sword in that. I'll probably go something different because I prefer staffs over the sword and dagger look. But yeah, so let's just go through this real quick. Our gear is all pretty small. I mean, I'm only 281. You have to be 305 to go heroic dungeons, 305 for raid finders. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get that up. But the coolest thing to see in this expansion is the Azeroth gear. Now this is your Heart of Azeroth. Now this powers up every time you pick up Azeroth power. So if you kill a boss in a dungeon and they give you artifact power, still stuck on that one. Azeroth power, it levels it up slowly. So I'm at 32 right now, which isn't too bad. But basically, the Heart of Azeroth interacts with all your Azeroth gear. So your Azeroth gear is always going to be main stat and secondary stat. It will never be your secondary stats down here. It'll be either intellect and stamina. Excuse me. Now, the cool thing about Azeroth gear is you get to choose your talents. So you want to go, obviously we go all destruction because... Go away! We go destruction talents because that's the spec I'm running. But you can switch them up. You can go to affliction, pick affliction, things. I haven't tried it yet, but the Azeroth Fire Sprinkle Cast Bolt deals in 455 additional damage and has a 25% chance to make your next incinerator insta-cast. So every time I cast my Cast Bolt, is a chance to make that insta-cast, my incinerate. This pulls a Wonder Soul, which I'm probably going to change that because I think it's kind of annoying. It actually pulls mobs that the tank's not pulling. So I'll probably go Rolling Havoc or It's not me. So that's the only choice I have is rolling havoc. Each time your spells duplicate to a havoc target, gain 42 to luck. But I'm not really good at using the havoc target spell thingy. But that's how they basically work. And then you obviously get your 5 item level increase. So I'm at 300 on my helmet, 300 on my shoulders, and only 275 on my chest piece. But that increases more and more. But let's go take a look at this. Let's see the new cast animations for Destruction. They are actually really cool. Chaos Bolt has received an updated animation. Incinerate has. Conflagrate has. So if we can find some training dummies. Let me see. Well, I'm waiting for a dungeon because dungeons queues take forever. As obviously everybody knows as a DPS. Let's see if we can find some training dummies. So you see if you guys can see the new spells. Obviously, you can't fly in battle for Azeroth till you get your achievement. But let's go. I'm trying to find a. Oh, I might have to go back to Stormwind. I really don't go back to Stormwind. Screw it. Let's go back to Stormwind. You know, a lot of cool things you do as you do the quest line. You get a teleporting pad. No, not a teleporting pad. It's basically like the portals in Stormwind where you can go to them and you just click on them and then and it's right here. Come in here, and it's your portals, and you'll do a quest to open this up. It's pretty handy because you'll easy to get back to Stormwind. But Battlefire Azeroth so far, I've had a lot of fun playing it, leveling up. It's been fun. Still trying to figure out the war campaign. War mode is kind of cool, but the first time I played, I actually leveled in. I was trying to level in war mode, and I don't have anybody with me leveling, obviously. And yeah, I got my ass kicked by a horde. But got my butt kicked by a horde. Sorry, YouTube. Trying not to do that in videos, but it's kind of hard. But yeah, it's a pretty cool spec. I mean, like I said, demonology is really cool. I mean, I might do some demonology so you guys can see the spellcast animations and all that stuff and how all the imps work. And yeah, it's a pretty cool spec. I think that Destruction is probably going to overpower again and Affliction because everybody says Affliction is not going to be that good for this expansion. But I think there's a lot of fights where you can use Unstable Corruption. You know, constantly keep that damage on the boss, and you're constantly popping your soul shards or your unstable afflictions into the boss, so you're constantly generating soul shards. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the other talent because it seems like in Destruction that might actually do a lot of damage because I will constantly be getting soul shards and just throwing chaos bolts. And chaos bolts are very powerful, very powerful. The way that Blizzard changed it is they've actually made it where your secondary stats are as battered as your main stat. Your intellect is going to be doing most of your damage, which are about 3,000. So, alright, let's take a look at some new cast animations. So obviously, Immolate, you got the new hand things. Somebody's playing Demonology, and then you got Chaos Bolt, and you have to do Incinerate, and I got my new cast animation for that. But then Rain of Fire never even got updated. Yeah, I love the Chaos Bolt. Like I said, it's all been updated, which is really cool. Yeah, Guitar doing a lot of damage. I don't have my thing up, but obviously, yeah, I feel like I'll keep the Havoc talent and maybe change it during dungeons if we have a single target boss. If we don't have any ads to kill. Okay, so you get there's my artifact power popping off. It just made my instant cast again. But yeah, it's very cool. I like the new spell animations. They look very cool. The rate of fire, I don't know if you guys seen it, but it looks pretty cool. That's Destruction. Now, I haven't tried it yet, but I'll test it real quick while I wait for this dungeon. See, I'm getting way more chaos bolts out, and you can see they're doing 300,000 damage. I mean, my other spells are doing like 80, 60. My Chaos Bolt is doing my biggest damage, 346. Jeez. Yeah, that thing is just annihilating things, and that's not even fully geared. So alright, let's show you guys some demonology. Let's see if I want to see if the challenge changed for the Oh, I haven't pet go things I can activate. I haven't played around with Affliction and all, but might. Alright, we're in Demonology. Now let's see if we can change. Oh, so we can't reforge, so they'll probably have to be reforges you have to go to and pay money to reforge. But yeah, basically, so cast your Shadow Bolt to generate your Soul Shard, which got an animation, pretty cool. You got your Hand to Go Down, which is a pretty cool animation. But you want to keep calling out that Hand to Go Down, and also, you know, once you get your Soul Shard card, your Dreadstalkers, obviously. Then I got my Demonic Tyrant. Call him out. He's a caster. There he is, right there. And now with all my imps out, I can click this, get some of these free casts, these cool spells, and I get more and more. I call my Vile Fiend. Pop off some of those when my Vile Fiend runs the boss. And now I want to do some AoE damage. I can go, bam, hit the imps, throw them all into the things, and they do a lot of damage. Now this is my favorite one. It's called Nether Portal. So when you cast that, when you start casting things, throwing things out, it'll start summoning demons from the Nether Portal. See them going running in there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. That you can come in a portal to summon demons. You got all your imps covered up. You all pull some AoE damage. Bam. But it's pretty cool. Like I said, I like Destruction a lot better. Well, let's take a look at Affliction and see if there's... Oh, once my amps stop. Blow them all up. You get a lot of Soul Flame charges, kind of nice. And let's just look at Affliction. But yeah, basically you can reforge... You can probably reforge talents just like you do any other weapon kind of thing. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Demonology is a pretty fun spec. Like I said, I like Destruction a lot better. I'd probably play that. Oh, God, go away, hips. Kill all of them. But yeah, I'll probably play Destruction for the new expansion, which, like I said, Destruction looks pretty good. I got some talents change around here. You got Demonic Strength, which increases your Demonic Strength, or you can use your Dreadstalkers, Battle Scourge Bomber, which is a really good AoE talent. Most of it's all the same. You got From the Shadows for your Dreadstalkers, some Vile Fiend, which you can have an extra demon come out. You got Inner Demons, we passively summon Wild Imps. Everyone's 10 seconds. I think that's probably gonna be the best. Sacrifice Soul, they just give you damage increase. The other portal, like I said, is pretty cool. And Demonic Consumption is basically like a soul harvest for your Overlord. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I love Battle for Azeroth. I'm having a lot of fun playing it, testing it. Everybody finally sent it to me. Alright, now let's look at the talents for this. So yeah, we got Nightfall. Corruption damage has a chance to cause your next Shadow Bolt to be instant and deal 20% damage. That's probably going to be the best. And Destruction Warlocks, or Affliction Warlocks, do not have Drain Soul. You have to talent into it. It's not a baseline ability anymore, which is kind of annoying. Then you got Death Bolt, which is alright, but Absolute Corruption, Siphon Life rather than Agony, which I will opt to go Absolute Corruption because it's just better. Demon Skin, Phantom Singularity, or Soda Seeds, Vile Taint. Oh, that's kind of cool. Vile Taint is just Explosion. Soda Seeds, which we'd always go for AoE fights. They don't have Soul Harvest anymore, it looks like. And there's Shadow Embrace, Shadow Bolt, also slide Shadow Embrace because your damage deals a target for 2%, which should take up to 3 times, so that's probably going to be your best. Haunt, I mean, you brought that back. So I'd probably go with that one. And Soul Conduit, just because Creepy Death. That's kind of cool. Oh, let's give it a shot. So we have no Drain Soul. So basically our only survivability is our Unending Resolve and our Hellstones. Thanks, please. Let's see, the damage is kind of... And then obviously... Oh, nice. And you obviously would do a Seed of Corruption if you got AoE. Oh, so it just explodes automatically. That's cool. Well, because I already got dots on it, so I'd have to get a pass arrows. Oh yeah, and warlocks also have lost their life tap. That'd be a single target. You want to make sure you're getting your arrows of afflictions into the boss as much as you can. And you want to, like I said, if you have AoE, then you want to use your soul seed. But that's kind of cool how they do so. The corruption looks, and it just explodes. Oh, that's cool. Well, that's Affliction Warlock. I said not too impressed with it. I mean, I'm kind of upset that I have no drained soul anymore, which obviously tunnel into it over nightfall. Because, I mean, seriously, it drains off your dots. I'm pretty sure. I'm feeling that Affliction is still going to be pretty overpowered. Especially with that other dot. Go away. That's Affliction for you. No. Wish we could do something else. I'll probably start the video with this. It's pretty cool, guys. So this will be just the first video I put up, and then we'll do the dungeon video. But I will check you guys later. Welcome to the next channel. Please like, subscribe down below, and we'll see you next time.